Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video, and actually this one is really some breaking news. So I've confirmed that at the time of recording this is accurate, okay? So there's some information in here that's actually from the beta server, and it seems that the information that A+ have provided is maybe revealing a little bit more than Crunchy did when they put out their information. However, I did run it past Dino and he says at the time of recording it is true, but things can change, right? So just to throw that out there, obviously things can change, right? So this website here, this is actually a website called Gaming Life, which is GAMINGLYFE.com, right? So you should be able to, see the email address or Gaming Life, right? Can I see it there? GamingLife.com, right? It's just above the picture. So if you go there, you can see this whole article, okay? So this has actually got some information in it that we didn't have in the other article, okay? So we can look down here. You're not really seeing anything right now, although you can see this guy here in his devil form, right? Move down, you can see that you get these agency type missions, win a battle, have 4 thunder fighters, so that basically that looks a wee bit like it's going to be like the trials, okay, to unlock these chests to get some more things. So that's obviously a bit different, which is what we'd hoped for. The big information is about to come up just now though. What is that on the second line? That's right, SAGAT. So on the beta server they might change it, okay? Right now, I've confirmed that it is the case right now, but the developers may well change it, we don't know. But right now, it looks like SAGAT is actually going to launch at the same time as Dante. He is going to be an Infernal unit, which we already knew. It would also fill out the roster so that we have the same amount of Infernal as we do Master characters, which is quite important, because they very well might launch the Inferno and Master Tower. For those of you that don't know, pretty much every mode from AFK Arena is wholesale showing up in Street Fighter Duel. I'm going to make a video tomorrow going over what we can probably expect to get pretty soon, but one of the things that open up is an Inferno Tower and a Master Tower. Over there it's Celestials and Hypogeans, same thing, right? Now we can expect that to happen with Street Fighter Duel. To do that, however, they would have to even out the rosters. So given a copy of SAGAT that you can redeem through these stones would be pretty advantageous. It would also be, how do I put this, a little bit more incentive for people to summon, because if the currency, like if it turned out he was 200 stones to redeem a copy of, and you can get 4 copies, it means without even summoning you can get this guy to S rank. And if this works anything like the previous event, every time you buy a pack with tokens you will probably get these stones along with it, which would obviously in a lot of ways kind of increase the value of those packs, if that makes sense, because if you're getting, for example, 90 of these gems along with maybe 30 or 40 tickets, knowing that you're definitely going to get a copy of SAGAT means that you might be a bit more inclined to chance if you're going to get a copy of Dante or not. So I can actually see this, if they stick with it, being something that can definitely make people more inclined to make purchases on here. Now I'm not sure if they've actually put any more things in here. No, this seems to be the biggest thing that we didn't already know. Now if SAGAT does get added at this event, which is seeming to be the case right now, it would mean he would probably go into the standard pool and the divination pool at the same time. So while I guess it's difficult to separate what you want to do, it's not as if you can use your normal diamonds or your divination tickets to go for Dante anyway. So if you've got those saved up, then that's obviously pretty good, because you have something that you can use them on. It will also fix the imbalance in the roster, and it will allow them to do the Inferno Tower and do the Master Tower, so that's pretty good as well. mean, I guess it would be a bit of a shame that SAGAT would be more or less overshadowed by Dante a little bit, but would anyone really care at this stage? I mean, I think most people at this stage are just kind of like, well, you know what, if I could get 4 copies of that unit potentially. Now, just to be clear, free to play, I don't think you would get more than 1 of them. I'd be very surprised if you got more than 1 of them, but I think if I was to have said to most of you even a week ago, guys, they're going to launch SAGAT at the same time as Dante, and you're definitely going to be able to get a copy for free through doing events and missions and stuff, I'm sure most people would have bit your hand off for that. So I see this as a bit of a positive. Definitely 100%, I see this one as a bit of a positive. I'm hoping that while these things are subject to change, I'm hoping it doesn't change. So hopefully it doesn't change, because at the end of the day, this is something that the publisher, the developer provided to the publisher provided to news outlets. It's being ran with, people can see it publicly, so they will know that they've taken this and made a change. Obviously it does say as a caveat, you know what I mean, beta version, not indicative of the final game, but this is why I've got to say, sort of tentatively speaking, subject to change, because they may well change it. I mean, like I say, I have validated that at least at the moment, this is the state of things. Hopefully this is how it launches. I must say it's completely taken me by surprise. I would not have expected SAGAT to come along with this event, and I certainly wouldn't have expected them to allow you to pick him up essentially for free, within reason, at launch. You know, that's just not something that I really saw even being a potential, you know. To me it's good, although it does mean that there's 1 less unit to get hyped about in an event later. But maybe they never had an event planned for SAGAT. Maybe he was always just going to be dropped in as a summon that you could just randomly do. So I guess maybe this was always in the offing, you know. But for me, I think this is a solid, positive thing. I'm actually quite happy about it. Hopefully we can all maybe get 1-2 copies without purchasing. But again, if the packages are good and they've got a decent amount of stones with them, maybe it could make it worth your while if you are someone who is on the fence about spending. You know, I'm not encouraging you to do it or not do it. All I'm saying is, maybe this makes it a more attractive proposition, especially if they do add pity to the banners. I mean, I can see potential here. I can see potential for a turnaround, and yeah, I'm happy about it. So again, this website, if I scroll up, I'll just show you up here. You can see gaminglife.com. You've got the information here. You can see a wee bit more about how the event is going to work. Again, it looks more like a challenge type thing, which is good. Yeah, I think that's decent. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you excited for this? Do you think they'll keep it? Do you think they'll change it? Let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.